Hunger Games, Game of Thrones. Okay. Hi. Sorry, just bear with me 1 sec. Okay. Hello, how can I help? Yeah, I mean, we've got plenty of books to choose from. What kind of book are you looking for? Any genre in particular? Okay. Right, okay, so more romance that you're interested in, but also some thrillers as well, and factual books. Okay, well, like I said, we have got a lot to choose from. It's quite a small library here, but we do have the bestsellers and, you know, the most popular kind of upcoming books, if you will. But which one would you rather go through first then? So we've got the romance that you're interested in, we've got some thrillers, and we've got factual books, and we've got old classics. Yeah, I can show you the old classics first. I will go get the things. So what kind of things are you looking for, like in a romance? More of like a you know, easy read, or something specific like, I don't know, Girl Meets Boy, Slow Burner, Mafia? Like an easy read. Okay, that's fine, good stuff. And with the thriller, like a suspense, twists and turns. Okay, good. Any specific classics that you're looking for? Wuthering Heights, okay, that's a good one. Wuthering Heights. And then you said something about factual type books. Okay. Okay, right, I'll see what we've got and I will pull some stuff out for you then. How long have you got? You've got a while. Okay, so you don't need to be heading up. Right, that's fine, because I think I have got a good few books to show you. Okay. Right, just bear with me and I will get these books. So first, I thought I'd just start off with the specific classic that you asked for, which is Wuthering Heights. Are you wanting this for any specific reason? You're studying it? Oh, right, okay. So do you know what Wuthering Heights is about? You do? Okay, good. Yeah, I can read you the blurb for every book. Not a problem. Have you got time? Okay. Well, you already know what Wuthering Heights is about, but Wuthering Heights has achieved an almost mythical status as a love story, yet it is also a unique masterpiece of the imagination. An unsettling, transgressive novel about obsession, violence, and death. It begins as a man is forced to shelter a strange, grim house on the Yorkshire moors during a snowstorm. There he discovers the tempestuous events that took place there years before, the intense love between Catherine Earnshaw and the foundling Heathcliff, her betrayal of him, and how his terrible revenge continues to haunt the present. And it's set in the Yorkshire moors, which is obviously local to where we are right now. But this is the copy that we've got of Wuthering Heights, which is by obviously none other than the Emily Bronte, the famous Bronte sisters. So you were definitely needing this one. I will put this to one side then. Just log that for Wuthering I mean, I can show you another classic that I think you would be interested in. It's a classic with a twist because it's the author is a classic author, which is Agatha Christie. But this is Autumn Chills. So this is kind of just a bunch of mini stories, but on the thriller side that you're looking for. So I can read you the blurb. It says, tales of intrigue from the Queen of Crime. Autumn is the season of misty mornings and cosy nights in. But as the leaves begin to fall, the nights get longer and the shadows grow dark. Secluded cottages, eerie manors, and ghostly hauntings abound in this collection of 12 supernatural mysteries and murderous plots featuring Hercule Poirot, Miss Marple, and Agatha Christie's other favourite detectives. And I love this cover, it's so pretty. It's really like autumn vibes. Look at how it's like iridescent on the trees. I absolutely love this cover. And I love a hardback as well. That's quite an unpopular opinion I've found. Most people prefer, you know, soft covers, but I do like a good hardback. So you've got 12 mini stories in here. How are you feeling about this one? Rather more modern than Agatha Christie, that's fine. Do you want to stick on the theme of thrillers and mysteries whilst we're at it? Yeah, okay. So I'd have picked out a few for you. Okay. So the first one is The Wrong Daughter by Dandy Smith. Dandy Smith. And this is about two sisters and one terrible lie, a family torn apart. So the blurb says, two sisters, Caitlin and Olivia, are excited to finally be old enough to stay home alone. But when they fall asleep, someone turns the handle of the back door and nothing is ever the same again. A missing daughter. When their parents return, they find Olivia's bed empty, the eldest daughter gone. Until now. One terrible lie. 10 years later, Olivia is back and everyone is desperate to believe the nightmare is over. But Caitlin doesn't trust the woman who claims to be her sister. Their memories of that night don't match, and they are both hiding secrets that could tear their family apart. What if they trust the wrong daughter? This is really good as well. International bestseller. This is my current read at the moment. I think I'm only on like chapter 7, but so far so good. It's slightly different. It's one of them kind of books that go from one period of time to another, and it has like several different characters' point of views. So it's somewhat of an easy read, but because I personally find when the books go from a different point of view to another, you do have to kind of keep up with it a little bit more than you would a regular book. So what do you think of this one? maybe pile. Not a problem. I won't log it on the system just yet because you've not decided fully. Okay. Next for the thrillers, we have got Deep Fear by Rachel Lynch. Rachel Lynch. If you have lost everything, what more is there to fear? D.I. Kelly Porter is back, but will her latest case push her beyond her limits? So I believe this is book 2 of this series. On a peaceful summer morning in the Lake District, a dog walker discovers a woman's body outside the local church. She has been brutally murdered, mutilated, and left with nothing but a roll of banknotes. Kelly takes charge of the investigation team, determined to catch the killer. But as the death toll rises, it becomes clear that this could only be the work of a dangerous mastermind, unlike anything she has ever encountered before. Can she put the pieces of the puzzle together before terror strikes even closer to home? Deep fear. What are you thinking about this one? Yeah, this is pretty well loved, as you can see. But most books in this library are, to be fair. We have very trustworthy, customers who actually bring the books back after using them. And this one's quite popular. You're not keen on detective tropes? That's fine. Don't worry, we can put that one away. Okay, the next one is Liar by M.J. Arledge. This is a detective one again. Do you want me to read you the blurb still, or are you not bothered? Yeah, I can read it, no problem. So, in the dead of the night, 3 raging fires light up the city skies. It is more than a tragic coincidence. For D.I. Helen Grace, the flames announce the arrival of an evil that she has never encountered before. Because this is no fire starter seeking sick thrills, but something more chilling. A series of carefully calculated acts of murder. But why were the victims chosen? What's driving the killer? And who will be next? A power keg of fear, suspicion and dread has been laid. Now all it needs is a spark to set it off. Yeah, this one seemed a bit more suspenseful and twists and turns than the other one. So this one's more up your street. Yeah. Even though it's got detective tropes in it. Yeah, okay. So I'd be thinking maybe for this one. No problem. Thriller book is The Girls Who Disappeared by Claire Douglas. This is about 3 girls missing. 20 years ago, one rainy night, Olivia Rutherford is driving 3 friends home when a figure in the road causes her to swerve and crash. Regaining consciousness, she finds herself alone in the car, but her friends have vanished. They are never seen again. Now, journalist Jenna Halliday visits the close-knit community of Staffordbury to persuade Olivia to talk and solve the mystery of the girl's disappearance. but Olivia won't speak. What happened? Is Olivia hiding something? Why are the people of Staffordbury so frightened? And how many secrets can one small town hide? So obviously this isn't like a detective one. It's just one of your basic mysteries. What are you thinking about this one? No, not for you. No problem. I'll put this in the no pile. Okay. I've got 2 more thrillers left. The next one is We All Have Our Secrets by Jane Corrie. And says, you know she's lying, but so are you. 2 women are staying in Willowmead House. One of them is running, one of them is hiding. Both of them are lying. Emily made one bad decision and now her career could be over. Her family home on the Cornish coast is the only place where she feels safe. But when she arrives, there's a stranger living with her father. Emily doesn't trust the beautiful young woman, convinced that she's telling one lie after another. Soon, Emily becomes obsessed with finding out the truth. But should some secrets stay buried forever? I like the colours of this one. Usually you don't really see bright pink on like a thriller, but it's different. What are you thinking? Secrets. Yeah, you want to give this one a go? Okay, good stuff. I'll put that in the yes pile. Just log that. Oh, secrets. And then the other one that you wanted was the wrong daughter. The wrong daughter. Excellent. Okay, the last one for thrillers. This is more of like a comedy thriller. It's called How to Kill Your Family. This one is, they say you can't choose your family, but you can kill them. Meet Grace Bernard, daughter, sister, serial killer. Grace has lost everything and she will stop at nothing to get revenge. Deliciously dark and compulsive, chilling but also laugh out loud funny. So this is a slightly different version of a murder mystery. This is very, very popular. This is a new copy. The other one that we had got really ragged and well used. So I think actually if you did get this, you would be the first person to take this home. Yeah, it's very different, but it is a really, really good book. Yeah, you have to give this a go. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so what you got from there? And that was by Bella Mackey. Okay. Brilliant, brilliant. Okay, do you want to go through the fact books now? What kind of facts? I've got 3 different fact genres type of books for you that I thought were quite interesting. Yeah, okay. So the first one is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a by Mark Manson. And this is all about basically what it says on the page, what it says on the tin. Don't judge a book by its cover, but judge this one because it's all about not giving a fuck. So inside it said, for decades we've been told that positive thinking is the key to a happy, rich life, but those days are over. Fuck positivity. Mark Manson says, let's be honest, sometimes things are fucked up and we have to live with it. For the past few years, Manson, via his widely popular blog, has been working on correcting our delusional expectations for ourselves and for the world. He now brings his hard-fought wisdom to his groundbreaking book. Manson makes the argument, backed by both academic research and well-timed pooch jokes, that improving our lives hinges not on our ability to turn lemons into lemonade, but on learning to better stomach lemons. Human beings are flawed and limited, as he writes. Not everybody can be extraordinary. There are winners and losers in society, and some of it is not fair or your fault. Manson advises us to get to know our limitations and accept them. This, he says, is a real source of empowerment. Once we embrace our fears, faults and uncertainties, once we stop running from the avoiding, and once we start confronting painful truths, we can begin to find the courage and confidence we desperately seek. So what do you think? Is this up your street? No, you don't have to. That's fine. Yeah, this is a popular one as well. No, that's fine. Okay, we'll put that in the note pile. The next fact book I've got is The Future of Geography. This is by Tim Marshall, and it's how power and politics in space will change our world. So, spy satellites orbiting the moon, space metals worth billions, humans on Mars within our lifetime. This isn't science fiction, it's astropolitics. We're entering a new space race, and it could revolutionise life on Earth. So it's kind of like a sci-fi science geography, basically, and how it will affect us in our future. It's an interesting read. And it's pretty inside. Maybe. Okay, good stuff. And then the last one, it's not a fact. Technically, it's full of facts, but it's the ultimate quiz book. And I mean ultimate. So it's literally just a quiz book with a lot of trivia from easy, medium and hard, and it's got pretty much everything you can think of in here. So put your trivia knowledge to the test with thousands of brand new questions. 500 quizzes sorted into 3 levels, easy, medium and difficult. Pick your specialist subject and test your knowledge on general trivia. Now with all new picture rounds to challenge even the brainiest of puzzlers. This one for you. I just thought it's a bit different, so I'll pick it out for you. No, you're not bothered about this one. Okay, no problem. I will put this one back. Okay. Right, okay, so the next is I'm going to show you, we've got the romance section next. I'm just going to show you one which is kind of about romance but also about other stuff as well. Like, romance isn't just the main focus of it. Okay, so it's called The Lonely Hearts Quiz League by Lauren Fernsworth, and it's just about different people's lives and how it comes together. So, question: what do you call 4 strangers with nothing left to lose? The answer is a quiz team that might surprise everyone. When Bryony, Harry and Jamie step into the 5 bells, each has their own motive for being drawn into the warm glow of the pub. Heartbroken Harry can't face his silent flat. Jamie, new to London with her boyfriend, longs to find a fun crowd, and Bryony is trying to remember the promising young woman that she was before a positive pregnancy test set her life on a different course. When they spot the advert to join the quiz team and enter a tournament, each of them sign up, unaware that the organiser, Donna, has her own reason to avoid thinking about home. After a few evenings, the strangers begin to see that they have more in common than they realised. But when everyone's secrets are finally out on the table, will it sabotage the team's chances of making it through? So, like I said, some of it's romance, but it's not just based on romance. And I read this one as well, and I quite liked it. Again, it was a nice easy read, a chill read. But it was really good. It's good to see people's different perspective. Again, it was wrote from different perspective. There's 5 characters in this, so I think technically there's 6, but well, you'll see what happens to the 6th. And I believe it's even written from 6 point of views. So again, it depends if you like that sort of thing. No, just want to focus mainly on the ones that are revolved around romance. Yeah, okay, good stuff. Right, so I can show you first a handful of books that are, I believe, not part of a series, or I can go through the books that are part of a series with you first. You want to go through the series ones? Okie dokie. Right. I'll just go for the one closest to me. So, this is the 3rd book of a series. This one is called Lost and Lassoed, and it's by Lila Sage, and it's a cowboy romance book series. The first one is called Done and Dusted. The second one is called Swift and Saddled, and then this one that we've got here is the 3rd one called Lost and Lassoed. And I have read the first 2, and I really recommend them. Unfortunately, we don't carry them in this library. I'm hoping to get them in soon though. Oh, you've read them anyway. Okay, have you read the 3rd one? You haven't? Okay, so you want it. Okay, so you want this one. Brilliant. Well, it's a good job that I brought it up for you then. So I'll just read the blurb to you. Teddy Anderson doesn't have a plan. She's more of a go with the flow type of girl. But for some reason, the flow doesn't seem to be going her way this time. Gus Ryder has a lot on his plate. He's always been the dependable one, but when his workload starts to overwhelm him, he has to admit that he can't manage everything on his own, and he needs help. His little sister's best friend, the woman he can't stand, is not who he had in mind, but when no one else can step in to look after his little girl, Teddy's the only option he's got. Tempers flare, tensions build, and for the first time ever, Gus and Teddy start to see each other in a different light. As new feelings start to simmer below the surface, can they keep things cool, or will both of them get burned? So this is definitely your typical enemies to lovers type of book. Do you like that sort of thing? Yeah, me too. And I love the printing of Lila Sage's books. I love it when you actually have the character on the front, because I feel like you can just imagine them more. Although the only thing is, I say that, but when reading the other two books, I know that Teddy is actually a redhead, but I do imagine her as blonde. So this is Lost and Lost. So you are wanting to read the third book. Okay, brilliant. I will put that on the yes pile. And sign it out. So I'll save. Brilliant. Okay, so let me just reach over the series I've got again. I've only got one book in this series that I'm carrying at the moment, unfortunately. This is the second book of the series. This is by Hannah Grace. So, I mean, you might have heard of it, it's very popular. But the first book of the Hannah Grace series is Icebreaker. Yeah, you've heard of it? Okay, good. And then they've got Wildfire, which is this one, and then Daydream is the third one. Have you read Icebreaker? Haven't. Okay, so you might not want to take this one with you yet. No, okay, that's fine. These ones are romance, but also kind of, you know, got some adult content in there as well. Is that something that you're interested in? You want to read the Icebreaker one first? Yeah, that makes sense completely. I can still read you the blurb though. So, it only takes one spark. When Russ and Aurora cross paths at a university party, a drinking game ends with them spending the night together. But Aurora slips away before Russ learns her full name. Anonymity ends when they both turn up to their first day of work as camp counsellors. A job they had both chosen to escape Maple Hills for summer. Given their history, there is still an obvious tension between the two, but the camp has a strict no staff fraternising rule. Russ doesn't want to risk heading home early, but Aurora has never been one for the rules. As things heat up, they'll have to resist or risk starting something that they just can't stop. This is a good series. Again, this is a nice, chill and easy read. I think with Icebreaker, don't get me wrong, it was a good book. It was a really good book and I like how it's written. But I do think that the ending was a little bit anticlimactic. And I know a few people have said that as well. Kind of a little bit, what's the word? You just know what's going to happen. But that's why it's an easy book. Like an easy read, a chill read. Sometimes that's kind of what you want. But I'll put this in the no pile because you want to read the first book first. Okay. And then the third series we've got is a series of 4, but I have got 2 books in this series in the library. Again, something I'm hoping to get all 4 books of. So this series is by Laurie Gilmore. The first book is The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. The second book is The Cinnamon Bookstore. The third book is The Christmas Tree Farm. And the fourth book, which she's just brought out, is The Strawberry Patch Pancake House. So I'm hoping to get them both in that we're missing. But Oh, you've read the Pumpkin Spice Cafe one. Okay, did you like it? Yes, yeah. Similar to Icebreaker series, romance with a little bit of adult content, but not so much. Yeah, I really recommend these. Okay. Have you read any of the other books in the series? So you've read the first one. This is the second one. You're not sure if you've read the second one yet? Okay, well, I'll read the blurb to you and maybe it'll jog your memory, okay? So when a secret message turns up hidden in a book in the Cinnamon Bun bookstore, Hazel can't understand it. As more secret codes appear between the pages, she decides to follow the trail of clues. She just needs someone to help her out. Gorgeous and outgoing fisherman Noah is always up for an adventure, and a scavenger hunt sounds like a lot of fun. Even better than the cute bookseller he's been crushing on for months is the one who wants his help. Hazel didn't go looking for romance, but as the treasure hunt leads her and Noah around Dream Harbour, their undeniable chemistry might just be as hot as the fresh out of the oven cinnamon buns that she sells in the bookstore. Yeah, this series is called the Dream Harbour series. You think you read this one? You're jogging a memory now. Okay, right, I'll put this in the no pile then, because I'm assuming you don't want this again. Yeah, okay. So does that mean that you want the third instalment, the Christmas Tree Farm? Yeah, okay, good. I'll read you the blurb anyway. So Kira North hates Christmas, which is unfortunate since she bought a Christmas tree farm in a town that is too cute for its own good. Bennett Ellis is on vacation in Dream Harbour, trying to take a break from both his life and his constant desire to always fix things. But somehow fate finds Ben trapped by a blanket of snow at Kira's farm, and despite her grinchiest first impressions, with the glow of the fairy lights twinkling in the trees and the promise of warming hot chocolate, maybe, just maybe, these two lost souls will have a Christmas they'll remember forever. So obviously this is set around Christmas, so you might not want to read it yet. It's more of a winter book. It just feels so wrong reading a Christmas book when it's not Christmas time. But obviously it will be jumping off the shelves when it gets closer to Christmas, so I do probably recommend just buying it now. What are you thinking? Yeah, I would too, honestly. Okay, I will check this one out for you then. Christmas Tree Farm. Excellent, we're on a roll. Okay, so the last handful I want to show you is just romance books that are not part of a series as far as I'm aware. And I've got 4 here. So just 4 more. Okay. So the first one is The Library of Lost Love by Nori Clark. And blurb says, behind a door in Notting Hill, a story is waiting for an ending. Joan has spent too long alone with her memories of the man that she walked away from one Manhattan evening years ago. In need of company, she advertises for a lodger. Jess knows it's time to move on from her best friend's couch, where she's been crashing since her boyfriend emptied out her heart and all her savings. But when she responds to an advert for a lodger, Jess has no idea how life's about to change. When Jess meets Joan, she recognises someone needing a way back into the world, and she suggests a switch. If Joan will agree to go online, she will go offline, and then Jess discovers Joan's library of lost love. She decides to follow the trail, little realising that in Joan's story lies her own unexpected new beginning. this is a really, really cute book. Again, different point of views, but only two. So one from Joan's point of view, one from Jess's point of view. And I think it's quite a different book. It is about romance, but also friendships and the coming together of kind of the younger and the old generation. It's just a really, really cute book. I really recommend this. Yeah? Okay, good. Again, I'll put this up and check this out for you. Okay, well, this one is next, and it's called Pretend You're Mine by Lucy Score. And the blurb reads, Luke Garrison is a hometown hero, a member of the National Guard ready to deploy again. The last thing he's looking for is a woman to ruin his solitude. But when the wildly beautiful Harper stumbles into his life, he realises that she's perfect, the perfect decoy. A fake girlfriend to keep his family off his back until he's deployed. Harper was on her way to starting a new life, again. But something about Luke makes her want to settle down in this small town and make his house a home. Luke never thought he'd feel this way about a woman again, but he knows that he can't tell her the truth about his dark past, and she can't reveal what she's running from. At least this isn't a real relationship. It's only for a month. It's only pretend until it isn't. Pretend you're How do you feel about this one? Yeah, this is a fake relationship trope, yeah. Not for you. Okay, no, that's fine. That's understandable. It depends how fake relationship tropes are written. Sometimes they can be quite annoying, and you just kind of want them to get to the point type of thing. I feel like they're very slow burners when they've got fake relationships. But if they're written well, it's done really good. Not for you. No problem. Okay. So we've got two more left. This is called The Best of Luck by Kate Claiborne. So she has a plan and doesn't want any distractions. And he's a distraction and her best friend's brother. Winning the lottery is Greer's ticket to freedom until her best friend's brother comes to town. Greer Hawthorne is finally on the cusp of proving to her big, overprotective family that she's independent, until a careless mistake jeopardises her goals to graduate. Luckily for her, there's someone who may be able to help. Alex Averin plans to show up for his sister's wedding and then get straight back to his job as a world-renowned photojournalist. But when the gorgeous, good-hearted Greer needs an assist with a photography project, he's powerless to say no. Can a ceaseless wanderer find a stopping place alongside a woman determined to set out her own, or are Alex and Greer both pushing their luck too far? A light-hearted and feel-good romance. It's quite short as well. Less than 300 pages. What do you think? What do you think about the best friend's brother trope? Oh, okay. So, a bit of a touchy subject for you. That's fine. We'll just put this in the no pile, shall we? Okay, last thing that I want to show you then is Hate Mail by Donna Machete. There's a fine line between love and hate. Naomi and Luca have been pen pals since 5th grade. Well, more like bitter rivals caught in an epic battle of insults and verbal jousting. But what starts as a hilarious chain of hate-filled letters slowly develops into a friendship spanning coasts and years. That is until one day, years later, when the letters suddenly stop. It's been 2 years since Naomi heard from Luca, 2 years since a letter that changed everything. But when a new envelope turns up out of the blue at her desk at the local news station, Naomi is determined not to let Luca have the final word. And you said that you wanted an easy read, and I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of the easiest reads I've read. You kind of, you know what's gonna happen pretty much within the middle of the book. So it depends if that's kind of what you want. Bit too easy, yeah. It is good though, it is still a good book. Yeah, it's one of those. Kind of enemies to lovers in a way as well, but also not. No, okay, that's fine. Okay, so I'll put that on the no pile. So I actually do have 4 of the maybe piles. So what did you think about the future of geography? Yeah, something a bit different, isn't it? Okay, I'll put that in the yes pile. Let me get that checked out for you then. Future geography. Yeah, that'll be a good conversation starter as well if you learn something good in there. Okay. And what do you think about the girls who disappeared? Yeah, it's a little bit similar to The Wrong Daughter with like the disappearance and stuff. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We can leave that one. What did you think about Liar Liar? Yeah, you wasn't so sure on the detective, was you? No, that's fine. Okay, we'll leave this one as well. And then lastly, what did you think about the Agatha Christie Autumn Chills? Have you decided on this one? Still not sure if you'll read it, but it is different, yeah. And I mean, for me, it's just the cover sells me on it. That'll look good on your bookshelf until you return it. Yeah, okay. So, okay. Okay, so you today are checking out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books today. Wow, you are going to be busy. You're quite a fast reader. Well, that's good because you're checking out 9 books. Okay, so you do have a 6-month limit on these. Are you going to be able to get through these in 6 months? Yeah, okay, good. That's good stuff. Right, let me just check everything out for you. We all have our secrets. The Wrong Daughter. How to Kill Your Family. Lost and the Sword. The Christmas Tree Farm. Library of Lost Love. Autumn Chills and the Future of Geography. Excellent. Okay. And what what has just popped up on my system is you get 2 free bookmarks with this because you've made such a, you know, big donation to our library. Yeah, that's the good thing about this library is obviously you are aware because you are a customer here. You do have your library card with you today, don't you? Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, so as you know, I'll just explain it again now, just in case you haven't been for a while. But with each book, there is a 20p donation fee. So obviously you've got 9 books, so that's £1.80. So that's really good. Obviously, usually people just take 1 book or 2 books, and obviously that's 20, 40p. But yeah, no, £1.80 is really, really good. And that's the reason why we can give you a longer, you know, use date. Usually it's 3 months, but in here, in this library, we give you 6 months because you obviously have donated that money as well. Yeah, okay, good. But yes, I have good news. So I've got 2 free bookmarks for you. You don't have to return these. These are yours to keep. One I have here is just a simple bookmark that we keep. It's got flowers, white flowers on it with a nice green background. And this is what you get when you actually take home 4 books or more. But you also, if you take home 7 books or more, you get one of our luxury bookmarks as well. Okay, so this is hand painted by one of our local artists around here. It's absolutely gorgeous. So it's a purple night background with mountains and tree and a little moon and then stars as well. And this one comes with a tab on it too. Okay, so these 2 are yours to keep. Yeah, okay, so I will put them on top of the pile. Okay, so do you have your library card? And I can check these out for you. Excellent, thank you. I'll just swipe them. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the 9th book all checked out and ready to go. Okay, here is your card back. Excellent. Okay, is there anything else at all I can help you with today? I know I've already taken up nearly an hour of your time. Good, and now you're happy with everything that you have kindly donated for and are going to take up. Great, okay. And remember, you do have 6 months to bring these back. We do have your email and your phone number on our system, so when it gets to 3 months, you'll kind of have a pre-warning that you're halfway through the time, and then when it gets to 5 months, you will have another text and warning, and then again 2 weeks before the 6th month is up. Yeah, okay, good stuff. Okay, well, it was lovely to see you again. Thank you again for keeping on coming into this library and supporting us. We really, really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy all these books. Okay, thank you. Have a lovely, lovely